I wish I had friends to play Guild or Steal with too. I wish I had friends. Boy, I wish I had friends to play with. I wish I had friends. I wish I had friends to do this with. I wish I had friends to play this with. I wish I had friends to play Guild or Steal with. I'm just stuck with my brother. What? What? Yo, I feel bad for your brother. Maybe your brother's like really nice, but I guess you're stuck with him. Hey everyone, this is SwuM, and today's video is a little bit different. Look around, even the lighting is different. Everything is different today. I really want to put out YouTube content a little bit more regularly, so today's video is a bit more casual. I'm kind of just gonna talk about some stuff I want to talk about, and today I want to talk about making friends in Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is a game that has changed my life in many different ways, but the biggest way is that I got to meet a lot of amazing friends in this game. I have been on vacation with some of these people. I have raided with them many times. You might have seen my musical Tries to Raid series. We hang out in Discord, we play games together. It's been really nice. But unfortunately, as you might have seen in those YouTube comments, a lot of people really struggle to make friends in Guild Wars 2. Especially if you're a little bit introverted or if you're struggling with social anxiety, it can be really difficult to find that friend group that fits with you. So today, I kind of want to share my own story. I used to play this game by myself for many years, and then at some point, I made some friends and the game started to be a lot more fun. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how that happened, how I got to meet all these amazing people, and I'm gonna try to offer you some tips along the way in case you are struggling to make some friends in Guild Wars 2 yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm some social guru that is here with like top 10 tips to make 1,000 friends. I'm just some awkward Guild Wars 2 player, okay? Thus, I did like notice some things over the years which maybe could be useful for you. They kinda helps for me, so maybe they'll work for you as well. Alright, let's dive right into it. When I first got into Guild Wars 2, I was playing together with some IRL friends from high school. I had sort of convinced all of them to buy the game, and I was like, this game is gonna be awesome, you should totally get it. And it was cool. We played together, we leveled up, we did dungeons, jumping puzzles, tried all kinds of stuff, and I had a great time. And then they all quit. They basically all went back to playing League of Legends, because that was like their favorite game. And then I was kind of left playing by myself, which I thought that was still fun. You know, I did like dungeon pugs. At the time, there wasn't even an LFG system. So you would go on these like external websites and look for people. It was honestly kind of painful. Or you would like sit outside of the Ascon catacombs and just be like, hey, does anyone want to do story mode? Sometimes I'd make like some random friends. You know, I would do a jumping puzzle or a dungeon and I'd start talking to someone and we would like talk a bit and then I would add them as my friends. But then usually we would lose contact after just one day. And, you know, at some point I looked at my friend list and I just couldn't remember like about half the people in there. I was like, where's that person from? Now, one day everything changed when the Fire Nation attacks. No, everything changed. Everything changed when ArenaNet added a flute to the gem store. And I saw that this was a thing, like a flute that you could play songs on. So I bought this flute and I started practicing these songs on it. I was playing like Zelda songs, I was playing like Saria song and stuff. And I was like practicing outside of Lion's Arch because I didn't want to practice inside Lion's Arch. You know, then everyone would hear me mess up, so it was outside the city. And it was just this random girl standing there, and she noticed I was playing like Zelda songs, and we started talking. And like usual, we had like a good time, but then we added each other, and we instantly lost contact. Like, you know, it's like, let's become friends, and then you never talk to each other again. I'm sure that's pretty familiar to some of you, but yeah, we didn't talk again. But then one day, everything actually changed because she randomly whispered me. We didn't even like remember where we had met each other from. But she whispered me that she liked my character's name. She was like, hey, that's a cool character name. And then we just kind of started talking. And I guess we were both just kind of in the mood to talk to someone, so we started talking a bit more, and it was like a pretty long conversation. And from there, we kind of actually managed to become friends. Like the cycle of talking to someone for one day was broken. Because the next day, I messaged her. I was like, hey, yo, do you want to hang out? We hung out yesterday, it was really fun. Do you want to hang out again? So we just like randomly did like some build bosses. I think we did like Claw of Jormak, and then we did like Squaddle. And I got to like meet her guilds. I noticed that she had this guild tag and there were some other people with her guild tags. So I was like, hey, yo, your guild seems like it might be pretty cool. Are you perhaps looking for someone else to join your ranks? I started playing a lot more after this. I just really made one friend and then I guess some casual acquaintances. But just having like one person to talk to when I logged on, to just be like, hey, I'm gonna do this today, do you want to join? Hey, do you want to do a dungeon? That just changed the game. Suddenly I was having a lot more fun. I really wanted to play. I wanted to like meet the other people in the guilds and join for guild missions and everything. Yeah, it was really good. It was as if the game suddenly became 20 times more fun. And I think that just kind of goes to show, I think a lot of people in this game are actually kind of lonely and actually really appreciate having someone to talk to. Now that doesn't always work, right? Sometimes people are busy, some people are not in the mood, some people just prefer playing by themselves, right? But sometimes just having a random conversation with someone in a dungeon or in a whisper can really lead to you two realizing that you're having a fun time and wanting to hang out more. You don't want to be pushy though. You don't want to just like whisper random people and be like, hey, talk to me. I think usually you can tell. Usually you can kind of tell like, hey, this person seems like they're busy. This person is doing like Doom CM right now. You can usually tell if people are like happily talking back and if people want to hang out together. But I guess the one piece of advice here is don't be afraid to just talk to someone. Even if they're just standing there and you like their fashion or something, just whisper them and be like, yo, I like your fashion. Now, at this point, I'd made like one friend. I'd made like some, I guess like slight friends in his guilds, but I wasn't really super close to them yet. I was just like sitting in the Vince's Reach. And I realized that some people in the Vince's Reach were playing music together. It's all about the music, y'all. Basically, the tip is just, if you want to make friends, get yourself an instrument. I've been playing instruments by myself. But these people were playing instruments together. And I thought that was amazing. That kind of blew my mind. So, you know, I sort of awkwardly went over there. I was like, yo, y'all are playing instruments together. Can I try? Can I try to join? So I started making more friends in like the music community. Eventually, some of us together ended up founding a guild, which is C Major, the music guild that you have seen in some of my videos. Guilds are really, really awesome for making friends, but it's not like a magical solution. It's like, hey, if you're in a guild, you will instantly magically make friends. I find that it helps quite a lot if you already know someone inside of a guild, because then that person might introduce you to others and it might kind of be a way in and a way to feel less like you're an outsider. Another thing that helps a lot is joining events. A lot of guilds have a Discord, and it can be a bit spooky to join voice chat, but it can really pay off. Like, I met some of my best friends just like through random voice calls. I actually met my friend Harry through one of those events. You might know Harry from the Saturday streams I do, where we play co-op games. I met Harry through a random music event. We were like playing a concert, and we had like a TeamSpeak server at the time. Might have been a Skype call. I don't think Discord existed back then. But we were just kind of like chilling. There were like maybe 4 people on voice chat. Those calls are the best, where you don't have as many people. And we just kind of started talking. We weren't like friends instantly, but that was sort of the way how we got to know each other.
Sorry, it was Christmas. It was Christmas 2013. Don't you remember? Because we were doing the Daniel Frozenwind performance, and we were like, oh, should we maybe go onto like Skype so that we can talk about songs? Do you remember that?
The era of Skype and TeamSpeak.
Yeah. Then we didn't speak for 3 months.
Joining voice chats though can be very, very spooky. There's a lot of people I know who are too scared to join voice chats or like too scared to talk, and I totally get that. Sometimes you'll just join a voice chat and people are just kind of mean. If you don't like the vibes, if like a call doesn't feel like it fits with you, or if people are being mean, just leave. You deserve better. You deserve people that are like nice to you and people that are welcoming. So if people are instantly hostile or just mean, just don't spend your time. Just get out of there and find yourself some better people. So some years passed and I got to know a lot of people inside of the music guild. I didn't become friends with everyone though. I had like a couple of people I was friends with, but a lot of people I just sort of vaguely knew. I've been in voice chat with them like maybe once or twice. And then one day, some of us, we decided that it would be fun to try to raid together. So like 3 of us, we went into Wing 4, we went to fight Cairn, and it was a total disaster. None of us had raided before. We actually thought it would be very fun to reflect Cairn's projectiles. You should never reflex Karen's projectiles. But we were just having fun. It was just the 3 of us trying to fight a raid boss. Didn't get very far, but we sort of enjoyed that experience. Like, hey, let's see what it's like to fight a raid boss. But we realized that we needed more people. So we started to ask some of these people that we knew but weren't really friends with. Decided to ask them like, hey, do you want to try to raid? We've never done this, but we're giving it a shot and we could use all the help we can get. So we got some people into voice chat and we got more people into voice chat and we asked in guild chats and eventually we had like a full squad. And we kept trying to find Karen. Didn't kill it, but we just had a blast together. This is actually the first Music Guild Tries to Raid video that you can still find on my channel. That was like our first time trying to raid together. And we started raiding more regularly. We started raiding like almost every single day. It was like summer break and we were all like in school back then. So we started raiding a lot and just hanging out every day in voice chats. And we realized that we really liked each other's company. And we liked hanging out with each other. And from there, these sort of like, hey, I vaguely know this person, that's kind of started to grow into, hey, I'm friends with this person. I know this person very well. We're hanging out a lot together. And we really like spending time together. It helps a lot to have a recurring activity with people. That's really where you can sort of grow from like, hey, we know each other to like, hey, we are actually friends and we really like each other. And that is sort of the story how I met most of my friends in this game. Now, finally, if you want to take a friendship to the next level, it can be really fun to meet up in real life. Guild's 2 friendships are pretty awesome, but it's kind of cool to like meet these people IRL and see what they're like and do fun stuff together IRL. I've never done like a big guild meetup. That seems very difficult to organize when you've got like a lot of people coming. But I've done like some small meetups and vacations with people that I trusted. Do make sure though that if you do any IRL meetups, do make sure you're safe. Do make sure that you trust those people. Do take precautions. Make sure that people know where you're going. It's really nice to meet up with a large group. I would find a one-on-one meetup with someone kind of spooky. I don't think I've ever done that, but it's nice to like go together with a group, so it feels a little bit more safe. Alright, and that brings us sort of to the end of the video. I'm gonna give you one final list of my not necessarily great advice, but I guess just stuff that works for me. 1. Guilds are awesome. It's not like a magical solution though. You do gotta take some initiative. You gotta like join some events, start talking to some people, but guilds are a great way to meet some people. 2. There are a lot of people in this game that are kind of lonely and that will be very, very happy to talk to you. You don't want to be pushy, but if you just randomly talk to people, you might find someone that really wants to chat with you as well. Don't be pushy, don't be creepy, but just be nice to people. 3. It really helps to have recurring activities, stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, raid night, guild missions, you name it. 4. Sometimes your friendships just don't work out. Sometimes people are busy, sometimes you try really hard, but just doesn't work. That's okay. If that happens, just move on and try again. And then finally, it can be really fun to hang out in real life, but do make sure that you stay safe. And that is the end of this video. It was very weird to record this. Usually I've got like a script. I really hope you enjoyed the video though. If you want to check out more of my stuff, you can subscribe, and you can also check out my Twitch channel where I talk about Guild 2 and all kinds of stuff almost every day. Also, you can help me a lot by sharing this video with your friends. If you have any. Use this video to make some friends and then send them this video about making friends. Alright everyone, I'll see you on stream tomorrow.